Well, here we are with two new little creatures here. We have Zorro and Popcorn, and they are guinea pigs. And this is something that we've started to see a lot more of coming into the shelter. We're hoping that they're not going to start to be overabundant because there's that new movie out called G-Force that's featuring guinea pigs. And we're starting to see an increase in guinea pigs. And I didn't know that guinea pigs really do better in pairs.
Oh, yes.
When I was growing up, that was like 100 years ago, people always got one guinea pig. And from what I understand, it's really better to have them in pairs.
Oh, yes.
But if you have them in pairs, is it better to have two females or two males or what,
There's really not a big difference between mixing sexes as far as guinea pigs go. With other animals there are, but I mean, we've paired two males, two females, male and female. They all do great.
But if we do male and female, we want to remind everybody that, yes, we do know that makes more guinea pigs.
Yeah.
And so are you able to have them spayed or neutered?
Well, with guinea pigs, it doesn't result in any sort of behavioral change. So spaying, because it is so invasive and there are less benefits, we shy away from because it's more harmful to the pig. There's more of a chance of long-term effects, complications. Okay. But with neutering of male guinea pigs, it is a lot more common, less invasive, and it'll solve the problem right there.
Okay.
So that
so
is
right
definitely...
here we have a good example. We have a little boy and a little girl, and he's been neutered, and so we don't have to worry about having any additional guinea pigs. And I'm always interested in why the little house?
Well, what I like to call that is the pigloo.
The pigloo.
Yeah, and
like that.
They like having somewhere to hide. I mean, they're small ground-dwelling animals. And there's
again probably a prey animal.
Exactly.
There's a lot of animals that are going to prey on them.
So they just feel better having a little place to hide. They love having little tunnels to walk through, things like that.
Now, if I was going to adopt these guys, is this really an adequate habitat for them?
Not really.
For the two of them?
Guinea pigs do need a lot of room to run around. People think because they're small, they don't need a lot of space. This is good for a temporary situation, like keeping them here at the shelter until they find a home. But once they are settled in their forever home, there's a lot of good resources online with information about building the ideal enclosure for a guinea pig, which is more like a pen.
Okay. So, do they need to? I noticed that we have aspen bedding in here. And again, I see in the stores, I see cedar shavings and cedar bedding and pine bedding. Is that good for any animal?
Well, the aspen bedding we have here is good for small mammals. The cedar and the pine have what's called aromatic oils and can damage a small mammal's respiratory system. And that goes for guinea pigs, rabbits, any number of small mammals.
Okay. So is that, if I remember correctly, if you have moths and you put cedar blocks in your closet, or you have a cedar closet that kills the moths or it kills bugs, so kind of that same concept that it's toxic. So
if it's killing bugs, you don't want to put it by your small critters.
Right, because it can really affect their lungs, their respiratory system. So we want to use something like aspen, or again, the yesterday's news or newspaper.
Well, the newspaper, not so much with guinea pigs.
Okay.
That's really more so of a good thing for rabbits. Well, with guinea pigs, even though they do like to go to the bathroom in the general same area, they can't be litter trained like rabbits. And you're going to go through a lot of newspaper. It's going to get messy. With guinea pigs, they need the bedding because they're going to be going to the bathroom sort of everywhere.
Okay, so I have to clean my guinea pig every day then?
Well, not every day. You want to clean the dirty areas. You want to kind of scoop those out of there. But you generally only need to change the bedding every few days, as long as you're making sure you get the dirty areas out of there, like the urine soaked
So it's kind
areas.
of like scooping the cat's litter box. You're going to scoop the soiled areas for your guinea pig. And then what do they eat? I see that they have the Timothy hay just like we had for the rabbit.
Yep, guinea pigs are real similar to rabbits in quite a few ways, and the Timothy hay being required for their diet is one of them.
Okay, and what other things can they eat?
Well, the other thing that, again, like rabbits, they need a good Timothy hay-based food pellet.
Okay.
And we have the bag right up front here, again by Oxbow, who make the best, I'd say.
A high-quality food.
Yep, absolutely.
And here again, you are what you eat, so the better you feed your pet, the more likely it's going to remain healthy.
And you really want to avoid anything that has nuts, like chunks of fruit, dried fruit in it, because that stuff, again, the stuff that comes in a mixed feed is not good for guinea pigs. They're going to pick out all the tasty little fruit pieces, and then the nuts they shouldn't even be eating at all. So you really want to avoid the mixed feeds for guinea pigs, rabbits.
Is there anything out of my refrigerator I can feed them? Can I give them carrots? Can I give them lettuce, or they're not really into that?
They like parsley a lot. There are some other varied mixed greens you can give them. They like strawberry. That's one of the things they enjoy. Oh yeah, quite a bit.
Wow.
So there are certain fruits and vegetables that you can, there are some that you're supposed to avoid, and we will have some links up on the screen with some information about specific fruits and veggies.
And
There's
toys.
a list.
I see we have the same toys out for the guinea pigs as we have for the rabbits.
You bet. They like rabbits, their teeth are always growing. They need to be chewing on things to work them down. The same types of toys work for guinea pigs just fine.
Guinea pigs and rabbits should be seen by their veterinarian to have their teeth checked and that type of thing?
Well, it's sort of, as long as you know what to look for, as long as the teeth aren't curling or they don't look too long, the animal's not having trouble eating, it's something you can observe at home.
Okay.
We've never taken our rabbits in as long, you just kind of pull their cheeks back. If the teeth look fine, they're all right.
Okay. And then I also notice, now they don't do the wheel thing like the next group of animals that we're going to be looking at, but I see that they have a water bottle instead of the little crock. They have a little crock for their food, but not a crock for their water.
Right. Because they are messier, they have the bedding. If you end up putting a crock of water in there, it's going to get filthy real quick.
Okay.
And they don't need as much water as rabbits. So a dropper is actually the better option for guinea pigs.
Okay, wonderful.
One thing, though, about the diet, though, that we do really want to stress is we have some vitamin C tablets. Those are really crucial for guinea pigs. They need vitamin C, and their bodies can't produce it naturally. We actually, I believe you can feed them orange to get some vitamin C.
I was just going to say that. I'm thinking, oh, well, can I give them part of my orange?
But make sure not the seeds. And then these vitamin C tablets are really a great step in the right direction to keeping them healthy, too.
Is this kind of like a treat for them?
Yeah, that should be considered a treat, although you can feed it, I believe you can give them one a day. And it'll be all right.
But I'm thinking from the guinea pigs.
Oh, they think of it as a treat for sure.
Think that,
oh, absolutely.
I'm going to get my vitamins, kind of like kids, you get your berry flavored vitamin and you think that you're getting a piece of candy and it's really vitamins.
Certainly.
So how long do guinea pigs live?
They can live, I believe it's somewhere in the 6 to 8 year range. So as long as they're taken care of well, you neuter the males, they'll have a long lifespan. And they are in the wild a herd animal. They should be in pairs. They should be,
So they
in
like
groups.
having somebody of their own kind to hang around with.
Yeah, they're very social.
So if people are thinking about this, they really, need to do their research. This probably is not a good pet to have if you have really small children.
Really small children, no, but a younger group than rabbits could
so
handle
they could have
pigs.
10 or 12-year-olds.
Yeah, whereas rabbits
would be better for this than for a rabbit.
Responsible 10 or 12-year-olds.
Well, I think we're going in the right direction, and I think the next ones that we're going to talk about rats, gerbils, and hamsters.